Yeah, I had the chance to see Stanley Clarke and his band on a tiny desk. It was tight. They were the younger musicians. He took a page out of Miles Davis and Herbie Hancock did, and others did it. I really enjoyed it. That was really a really good acoustic cassette. 18 minutes, but it could have gone on for another hour and 18. It was that good. They did um, Yesterday's Princess, 1, 2 for the bass. School Days was the last one. And I think it's about 4 or 5 tracks. But what stood out, I liked the musicianship. The drummer was on point. Piano player was tight. Poor Stanley Clarke on bass. The violin cat, the brother was on point. The brother was holding them strings down. The sax player was cool. And the acoustic guitar player had a nice tone. It was very enjoyable. If you're a fan of Tiny Desk, it's the unplug for the YouTube streets. But what it does is like a PBS thing. But what it does is that it showcases the skill set. So you get up there, you can't fake the funk. You got to bring it. And I enjoyed it immensely. Stanley Clarke is one of the baddest bass players ever. Type musicianship. And, very versatile. Just a lot of, and the thing about it is he's got the kind of catalog he can go different directions because he can go, you got to remember his stuff he did with Return to Forever. You can do his solo career. You can do the stuff he did with George Duke. You can't go wrong. He covers a wide range. But School Days is when he was that was his peak prime. That's where he became one of the most sought after premier bassists. And when I always know his music. I mean, I know his tone anywhere. That's how musicians used to be. Remember that lost art? Before every turkey in the industry wanted to push buttons and, you had to be able to play. You had to have a tone. You had to have something that people would know who you were. And that's a lost art. So just to see a man bring, cast people don't even know, but bring them up on that platform and them to showcase like this was tight. That was a jam session, but it was on point. It was very rhythmic. And it was a feel-good situation. And Stanley Clarke is one of the best teachers in music. He's really what an artist is about, and I enjoyed it immensely. If you get a chance to check out him at Tiny Desk, please do. If you got a chance, if you never listened to his records, please do. If you're familiar with Return to Forever, check him out. He's one of the, he's one of the most sought-after musicians. And of course, like I said, all the stuff with George Duke. But this was a great set to watch, to hear. I like the